Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? Black 22.
58, come on. Ricky.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, stop.
Hey, watch the ball.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
56, Mike, 56. Boom.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now Joe Mixon, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 56. Watch the screen. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to look deep in zone for, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Pollard. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe, defense.
24 is the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Plus 5. 24 is the mic. It's just me.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
19. Check 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun on third, Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Check 37, check 37.
Check.
Mixon with a first down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Right there, 56. Silver. Sponge, 54.
On first and 10, Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DK Metcalf. 41 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Eagles 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first and 10, Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack.
Just like that.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Reset. Can they team?
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Mike's 56. Check. Jim.
Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Finish set. 19.
Check 56.
We ain't giving them nothing to do.
Check safety. Check 3.
4.
And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And the Vikings first down.
Set. 19. You must be dreaming.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Set. 19.
6 right there. 56.
Check.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.